Hello and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sport. Back-to-back defeats from the Wallabies. A sensational win from Argentina. What a match. The drama. 2 tries in the last 5 minutes. Argentina scoring in the 80th minute to win the game. And Eddie Jones breaking his headset, throwing a lot of toys. Not happy at all. Michael Cheika will be absolutely elated with that victory. But what a game! What an interesting 18 minutes of rugby. Before we sort of break it down, tell you exactly what happened and what sort of transpired over there, please do smash a like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. It was a good start from Australia. They started well once again. Linda Ikitau going over in the 5th minute, but in doing so, did injure himself and had to be replaced early by Carter Gordon. And so all of a sudden, very much makeshift centre combination of Gordon and Karevi. Cooper added the extras before adding 3 points in the 10th minute. Then Argentina really got stuck into the game. They had possession. Bafeli then got his first penalty of the day before Geronimo de la Fuente went over. Really exciting and positive play from Argentina. It was a really fun attacking shape to watch them move the ball around. So they managed to equal things up. Right before half time, in fact, there was actually a yellow card to Richie Arnold and a scrum, which was a huge opportunity for Argentina to actually try and score and put themselves in the lead. But in that moment, in fact, the Australia pack really standing up, winning a penalty, going into half time at 10-10, which is probably quite fair. I think it was a game where I think Argentina probably deserved to be in front, but Australia hung on very well. In the second half, though, lots of power. Drew Montoya went over. Bafeli adding the extras to open up a 17-point lead before pretty sloppy defense, it must be said, from Argentina. Nick White going over 17-17. Then Bafeli getting a 3-pointer, bringing it up to 20 points to 17. And then Mateo Carreras going over. Bafeli adding the extra. Again, another brilliant try. Really good work from the winger who completely outstepped Tom Wright after a couple of good breaks. And at 27-17, you think, well, surely that is it done. But not to be. Samuel Karevi going over in the 71st minute. Craig Cooper adding the extras. A 3-point game. All of a sudden, Argentina starting to panic a little bit. But they got really good opportunity. They had go forward ball and they had an overlap. And with 2 players to the left-hand side, Mark Nawangani-Tawase made a brilliant decision. Came off his line, went for the intercept, ran the full length of the field to score in the 75th minute. Had he missed the intercept, it would have been game over. Craig Cooper added the extras, 31 points to 27. Australia looked like they had burgled it right at the end. However, Argentina getting a penalty, Australia discipline costing them in went to the line, pick up and goes, and eventually Jean-Martin Gonzalez had the measure and the calmness to pick up the ball, identify space. He dove straight over the ruck, managed to get over, and Bafeli added the extras for good measure. 34 points to 31. What a match. Let's look at some of the stats, shall we? Argentina dominating possession with 61%. They had 67 in the first half. Territory-wise, 64 points to 36. 4 tries, 4 conversions. Just the 1 penalty from Argentina, the difference. Australia ran more meters. Argentina beat 1 more defender. Clean break, 7 to 4 rather, to Australia. Argentina had twice as many gain line carries, more passes. Australia had far more offloads. We started to see a little bit of kind of how Australia wanted to play. It was quite positive. I thought that Carter Gordon did a pretty good job coming in and having to fill the role that he did. So I was impressed with what I saw from him. But at the end of the day, I think it was a big adjustment that did make a bit of a difference. If we look at, for example, turnovers, Argentina winning 8 turnovers, so Australia really battled to protect possession. The Argentinian defense wasn't great. 68 from 86 is a 79% tackle success. So it's not terrible, but it's not brilliant. I thought that Australia's defense was, from a close point of view, a lot better. They were asked to make 191. They missed just 19. But when Argentina did have the break, they made it count. Ruck success, as you'd imagine, Argentina was very good, 98%. Australia at 89%, which is why they lost so much possession. Losing 1 line off was Australia, 100% for Argentina. Australia's scrum, though, was definitely a lot better than the Argentinian scrum. And I think there's a lot of work to do for the Argentinian scrum. 14 penalties conceded by Australia, the 10 from Argentina. That discipline also probably coming at the end. A yellow card to Australia as well. Let's look at some individual players, shall we? I thought from Argentina, once again, Julio Montoya was at the heart of a lot of good. Got around the park, did a lot of work. Pablo Matera, whenever Argentina seemed to win, he always seemed to play a big role. 11 carries from him, 9 tackles. I thought that Gonzalo Bertino and Santiago Carreras were both very good as well. I thought Geronimo de la Fuente added a lot of impotence to that back line. Bafeli, I thought, played pretty well. Isbro did butcher a try, but apart from that, was pretty solid. If we look at Australia, Rob Valentini, 22 tackles. He got through a lot of work. Will Skelton started pretty well, but then for me kind of faded off. Didn't see too much of him. David Parecki, I thought, played very well from a defensive point of view. I thought Craig Cooper looked much better this week. Samuel Karevi definitely made a big difference, so I think that he'll find himself back in that side. Mark Nwanga-Nitawase as well played very well. I think that he'll find himself in that side pretty comfortably. But yeah, it's an interesting result. Very interested to see what Eddie Jones will have to say about it. They've got to host Australia next. So look, if there's ever a team to try and beat to bring yourself back into the competition, well, not even back to the competition, but to give yourself a little bit of respect and to put yourself out there, it would be the All Blacks. But at the moment, worrying signs for a side under Eddie Jones, who are now 0 from 2. Michael Checker will be very happy. Let me know what you thought of the game. Smash like on the video. Subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Stephen, and I'll chat to you soon.